And now our continuing series on the greatest artists of all time. At number 66, Al Green. In 2004, in the Rolling Stone magazine, Justin Timberlake wrote, Al Green has helped overpopulate the world. He's got some serious baby-making music. But what makes him such an inspiration is the raw passion, the sincerity, and the joy he brings to his music. People are born to do certain things, and Al was born to make us smile. You hear his voice, and it lights everything up. Every time one of his songs starts playing, whether it's You Ought to Be With Me, I'm Still in Love with You, Love and Happiness, or of course, Let's Stay Together. When the stomp starts and the guitar comes in, you know you're in for something full of sweet love. His songs weren't as political as Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway, but if those guys were speaking to you, Al Green was speaking for you. Al Green's voice will always remind me of driving the back roads of Memphis with my parents, listening to cassettes. Hearing Al as a kid made me want to become a singer and showed me that it was okay to have a softer, more falsetto voice. I really related to that, because I never had a big, boisterous, American Idol show-stopping voice. Al, he was a crooner, the way you would squeeze out a note that can't be trained and can't be imitated. Behind him was this incredible band. On songs like Tired of Being Alone, the horns are tasteful and restrained, but completely funky. I always loved the way the mistakes were kept in on the albums, like the way the band is almost out of sync at the beginning of Love and Happiness. Even his messes are beautiful. Justin Timberlake concludes, Eventually, I found out this man that I idolized lived 5 minutes away from me in my hometown. Then years later, I went to the White House, back when Clinton was in, and Al was there performing. He sang Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come, and the audience wept. After I released my first solo album, I was doing a TV special in Memphis, and I called him and asked if he'd grace us with his presence. We sang Let's Stay Together on that stage, and it was a milestone in my short, unimportant career. I learned something incredible. Everything always has to be about the show. But Al Green is the show, and when you watch him perform, you'll see something honest and soulful and amazing. Albert Green, born April 13th, 1946, in Forest City, Arkansas. He's been referred to as the last of the great soul singers. He was raised in a religiously devout family, and he was kicked out of the home in his teens after his father caught him listening to Jackie Wilson. Green said, The most important music to me was those hip-shaking boys, Wilson Pickett and Elvis. I just loved Elvis. Whatever he got, I went out and bought. Our song for today is Here I Am, Come and Take Me. It was the second single from his 1973 album, Call Me. It reached number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Hot Singles charts. It was written by Al and Teenie Hodges and produced by Willie Mitchell at High Records. It's our continuing series on the greatest artists of all time. And at number 66,